You're listening to the Caramel Apples podcast, the apple snack that brings you a retro vibe, both crunchy and sweet. Last time we pondered on the nostalgia of road trips, our most recent one. Come along with us. This one is heading to Chi-Town, Chicago. To this year's latest Fan Expo. Join us for Fan Expo Part 1 in our Fall Fort series, where we'll take you on our Caramelicious journey that has a little bit of everything. With your hosts Kennedy Rizzo and Cooper Lee.
Oh, goody. We have such an exciting time coming up. We're so glad we get to recount with you, our dear listeners. We are so ready to take you on this journey with us, as Rizzo mentioned. But before we unpack this caramelicious, delicious topic.
She ain't lying either.
No. Be sure to subscribe and say hello to us on social media. A conversation with you is the cherry on top. And we need some caffeine in our life. Keep this conversation on the up and up. So go to buymeacoffee.com/RetroTrekwithTheCaramelApples so that you can provide us with some caffeine for our little addiction. It's a latte.
Those darn addictions.
They get you every time.
So yes, this is the next week in our Fall Fort series. This is part 1 for Fan Expo. So we're really just talking about the components of the excitement and all the busyness of what these events consist of. You're doing a lot of running and walking. You're trying to get to appointments and go here and go there. You're supposed to be in a certain place. You're going in circles because nobody seems to know where to point you. But
there's so many people.
There really is. How many people did they say there was here?
I think there's at least a record number of at least 75,000. I think at least you can expect that.
That is insane numbers.
That's a lot of people.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of people, a lot of merchants. There's you name it, you're going to see a lot of cosplay. So we'll get into all that, right?
Yeah. And I mean, like when in our last episode, we spoke about, we just got there. We still had to keep our stuff in the car because we had minutes to spare to get signed in, checked in and everything. We weren't even signed up for that part of it yet, to just get in and start roaming around.
Right.
So we had to leave our stuff in the car. We got checked in early. Thank goodness to the hotel. They were working with us.
Yeah.
But everything was connected. So we did not, once we parked, that car did not move. We had to hoof it though. Like we were tired. Our feet were sore.
Yes, and still kind of fatigued from the road trip, right?
Yes.
We hadn't even caught a breath from that. So
yeah.
And there was no stopping this locomotive.
No, but we had a schedule to keep. Mere minutes. So we left stuff in the car. We hoofed it across the skywalk. Got to the convention center, but on the way there, we saw Batman.
What's the matter with you?
Yes, plural, Batman.
Yes.
We seen a bunch of Yodas. Coop loves the cosplay. She was like,
yeah.
"Ooh, yeah." She said, "She's yippee, yippee, yippee," and so they're everywhere. We saw people walking in boxes. People made up costumes. They really were.
Got some really, really creative people out there. The stuff they come up with.
Yes.
Little Tasmanian devil was there. That was cute.
Oh, I think I missed him. I remember. Yeah. He was outside the check-in party.
Yes. Yeah, we had a couple minions. Yeah, people are pretty ingenious with their costumes.
Yeah, and just a side note, we've been to a couple other of these before. I mean, Coop's been to tons more, but this is like, I've been to a couple of them. I do believe as many people as they were expecting for this one. I don't think I don't think there was as many people dressed up as previous ones.
Yeah, I would say it could be specific or it could have just been because of the weather. It was hot. It was so hot. So maybe people
Yes.
were like, we're going to err on the side of caution and just be, where we can kind of catch a breeze because those costumes can be really hot and cumbersome and they're
Yes.
tight sometimes. So, yeah.
Yeah, some of them costumes, yeah, like some of the females, they get a little nuts on them because there's everything there. There's cartoon characters, superheroes,
Manga, yeah, you name it.
yeah, anime. It's just, I don't know. This is a fun world. It's a different world.
Yeah.
Coop and I, again, we didn't have time to even hardly turn and burn. That's what we had to do. We were in street clothes. But we were there representing Retro Trek with the Caramel Apples. So, we were there to meet some of the celebrities that were there. And we had to hurry up and boogie because I think it was around 3:20, something like that. We were cutting it really close.
Yeah.
We were there to see the first day for us was Orlando Bloom or Legolas, which, stay tuned for that. We're not going to get into the semantics of that this week, but he was there. We were completely starstruck. But we're like, yes, we need to go to Middle Earth. Let's do this, right?
That's right.
We're tired. We're hungry. Our feet are killing us. But anyway, let's do this. And actually, one of the stars there that was holding court was John Cena.
John Cena.
So John Cena was there. We did not get to meet him. Buzzkill.
Our prime opportunity was while we were on the road, right? There's like we only have so many hours in the day, and we spend a lot of it on the road. So
yeah. This is cool because when we were coming through the catwalk, the skywalk, we actually went past, speaking of Middle Earth, Sauron.
Oh my gosh, that was so cool.
He was, and we had these younger, I think they were Gen Z or Gen Alphas in front of us. I don't think, it's funny, we're getting old because it's like, you think back in the day, everybody would know who that was.
Absolutely.
So there's like 4, 5 people in front of us. They were younger than us. And they were coming toward us, and we were like, oh my goodness, that, sir, is kick butt.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, thank you. And you can see all the question marks forming over these people's heads. They're like, huh? Did we miss something? Yes, you did.
Yes.
Shame on you. You don't know who that is. That is Sauron.
And it was not like a chintzy costume by any means either. He
was well done.
Put some work into that. Yeah.
He really did. It was well done. And I think we made his day because we did recognize. But these little punks in front of us, they had no clue who we're talking about. That's terrible calling them punks anyway. But yeah, we got over there and it was hot in there. As Coop says, Chi-Town's hot. It was like 98, 99 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Plus humid because you could tell the clouds were forming for the storms that were coming in that night.
Exactly.
So it's starting to get sticky in there. Yeah. Baby's getting fussy because there's a Gen Pop in there. So there's everybody that's allowed to go. We get special access to go in certain spots, but this was Gen Pop. So we were running around, people eating snacks. There's comic books everywhere. We wanted to see the merch.
Yes. And speaking of merch, we didn't have a whole lot of time, like she said, when we first got there because we had to get checked in and everything, but we knew we were going to be heading upstairs. We figured that out enough.
Yeah, where are we again, Coop? I'm like, man, I go up, down, around. Go ahead.
So yeah, we do make it upstairs, and again, come back for next week's episode. You will hear a lot more about that experience itself.
Yes.
But after all that said and done, we did get to come back downstairs, check a little bit out for what was going on in the merchandise. But when we got out there, it was like, oh my God, look at all these shops. Like we knew at at that moment, we're not going to get to see every booth. There's just no way.
Right.
We're here on day 2. We have another full day, and we're like, there's no way we're going to see all this. So we did know that there was going to be a popular YouTuber there. We did make it past his booth.
Yeah.
If any of you know Star Wars Theory.
Shout out to Theory.
That's right. He was there, but we were kind of heading in a different direction. There was something else we wanted to get done before we had the opportunity to maybe have a quick hello with him. So we headed one direction, and by the time we made our way back to where his booth was, his minions were there selling sabers, but he had moved on. He was someplace else. So we didn't get a chance to talk to him. But that was Saturday. We didn't have a chance to talk to him. But we were kind of scoping out other booths in the merch that we were like, well, we want to try to get back over there. We want to get over there. We want to get to the fudge place. You know, there was just so much to do.
And I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. I love novelty items and all that. T-shirts, keychains, lanyards,
magnets.
Oh, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. Yeah. And we're like, we have no time.
Yes.
I mean, just even making the quick round, just to kind of scope out and see what we might want to look at. It was, we were cutting it close, so we couldn't linger.
Right.
But there was so much. As Coop was saying, we could not, where do we start, you know?
Yeah. And don't forget, there was a lot of programming upstairs, which was going to be our main focus.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But there was so many downstairs.
Yes, that's more Gen Pop, by the way.
Yes, like the entire cast, maybe not the entire cast, but a lot of the ones from The Mummy.
The Mummy
was there.
That was cool.
Those from National Lampoon's Vacation, they were there.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah, you name it almost. There's a lot of people.
It's a place to be starstruck for real.
Exactly. You know, yes.
A lot of
people
nostalgia.
Who do voices for cartoons.
100%.
Yeah, there's a lot. And then there's all these photo opportunities, and
that's cool.
They even had a place set up to where you could go in and fix your cosplay outfit. Like if you needed to, sit down and fix it because your little tail ripped off or something. They had
that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
That's a really nice touch because, things happen.
Things happen. Yeah. You got someone who steps on something that's a little too long because they don't see it. There's a lot of people.
And most of the focus was on the Star Wars theme.
Yeah.
But this is an opportunity for a lot of those vendors to come in and make a quick buck.
Yeah.
Because, people are looking for all kinds of stuff that they're into. Nostalgia, stuff of today, fantasy, you name it, horror. I mean, there's everything. There's a little something for everybody. That's what we kind of prefaced our discussion with. But it's crazy. Like, even our younger brother, he was like, kind of sent us on a semi-mission. He's like, make sure to see if they got any anime. We won't give away what he likes, but he was like, do it. Make sure it happens.
Yes. And we're like, which one? There's so many. There's so much.
He's an exennial. So he's a fan of a lot of stuff from our childhood, and he's got some favorites of his.
Yeah.
So he gave us his list. We made good on one of them because, again, we didn't have the time.
Yeah.
But, too, there's just so much. And, if you want to go serious for your fandom, you can pay some money.
Oh, yeah.
There's people there, they're like, this is what I'm here for.
Right.
So they don't care. They're like, name your price.
Right.
Maybe they got scammed, but this is serious business for most people that are into this. I mean, Coop is that type. I come along for the ride. I do have things I appreciate, and I appreciate the opportunity to come and enjoy these kind of things. But this is Coop's jam. This is Coop's jam. She's one of those. And she's like, if I like it, get out of the way.
Yes, because I did totally scope out another costume. I'd be like, I would totally rock that at some point. So shout out to that person because it's like, man, I would always give her credit because it was a really cute outfit. But, we'll see.
That's right. But like Coop was saying, there's multiple levels. So the top level was the hottest level. That was the level we wanted to be at. There's some Gen Pop up there, but there are tiers of concentrated guests for the Fan Expo there. That's where we spent a lot of our time. That's where we had to boogie to.
Yeah.
That was interesting, and you will hear the reason why we went. The upper level was where it was at. And then the close second was going to the ballrooms for the press conferences of these said celebrities. So we were completely like 17, 18 again. Just just enjoying this, lapping this up.
Just craziness.
But this is part one. We're going to be talking more about this. We'll give you more in depth of what we did into the time while we were there. But we went, like we said, we had to wait. John Cena was there. Who was the guy from The Office that was there?
Rainn Wilson.
Okay, so you Orchard Archivers know that. Are you a fan of The Office? That's Dwight. And man, there was people waiting to see and talk to him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was cool. So this was the same day, but we're going to go extensively into why we were there. And that was for, again, Orlando Bloom, Legolas, Will Turner,
Balian.
Oh yeah, we're going to get into him and a little bit of his career. It's not nostalgia like what we are usually talking about, but it's nostalgic for us because we were fans. So we're going to talk a little bit about his filmography and all that. Talk about our experience in getting to cross paths and all that good stuff. Wonderful time.
Yeah.
But by the end of the night, we were like hungry. We had not eaten. Like, we tried to do a straight shot there other than potty and gas. We did that once. So, I mean, it was like we were wore out. And we were hungry. We had snacks in the room, and the room was bomb diggity. We liked our room.
Yes, very nice.
But you hear planes going overhead. And there was a storm. The storm did finally reach us, and we could hear boom, like so.
Yeah, I remember he was even making lights flicker and stuff there.
Yeah, it was freaking people out.
Yeah, you could see the lightning flashes and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We love thunderstorms, so we of course we wouldn't, freak out. But we wanted to scream and have our favorite EDM music playing. It would have been off the hook.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll get into that in part 2, Fan Expo part 2 discussion, because this is all kind of blended together. This was a busy 2 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, check us out next week for Orlando Bloom. Chi-Town, are you down? Yes, we are.
That's it for this week's Apple Snack, but there's more where that came from. Visit the Retro Orchard Weekly for a sweeter, nostalgic experience.